Last night I was sitting in bed, reading the Old Dirty Bastard biography by Jamie Lowe, and if you haven't taken the time, please do so. It is a most amicable read. I'm laying in bed, I'm reading a book, I'm getting ready to go to sleep because I have to get up and work in the morning because I have a job that I have to be at by 7 in the morning, which is 5, sometimes 6 days a week. Last night, I found it more difficult to go to sleep because my meth lab neighbors were having a party. Well, to them it was a party. For me, it was being obnoxiously close in proximity to a crack den of tweakers and hood rats. I do not have physical evidence that my neighbors make and or distribute methamphetamine, but all of their house guests seem to take on a similar look as the guest stars on Breaking Bad. What's the difference between a tweaker and a crackhead? A crackhead will steal things from you. A tweaker will steal things from you and then help you look for them. My wife works at a business that sells mobile phones, and over 100 people in the last year have come into the place where my wife works and have used our meth lab neighbor's numerical address as the address on their cell phone service contract, which is weird because my wife has never seen these people in our neighborhood before or since. Some of them, after they buy the cell phone, she never sees them again. I don't get mad when they have their hood rat tweaker conventions next door. I don't call the cops. I just wait it out because tweaker and hood rats never hang around in the same place for very long. Tweakers have to get up and get around. They're on the move, you know. They've got things to do and people to see and no attention span. They're easily agitated and prone to fits of fancy. Tweakers' habitat situation is best labeled as willy-nilly. Hood rats, on the other hand, only hang around as long as there is free food to eat, booze to steal, or attractive women to have sex with. Which in a meth den, well, these supplies are in short supply. Another thing I like about hood rats is that occasionally they'll just start fighting, and I will hear the wet slaps from my house. When people fight in movies and on television, there's the crunching sounds. But if you've ever heard people fight in real life, you'll know it sounds like somebody smacking two steaks together. There's a very guttural, wet, slapping sound. And every once in a while I'll just hear the neighborhood rats beating each other up. Which is fine, you know, because nobody gives a shit when hood rats start fighting each other, because we want hood rats to kill each other. Even if they beat up on their girlfriends, for real. If a girl's standards for company are so low that she wants to hang out with a bunch of gangster wannabes, well, if they should decide that, you know, she needs a beating, this is not a major loss. Not just hood rats either. Rednecks, tweakers, jocks, Christians, Muslims, Jews, Hindus, the pokeroo. Basically, I'm fine with any group beating up on its own. Tribal mentality requires a group stomping of their less desirable members every once in a while, and since I affiliate myself with exactly 0 groups, I am glad that subcultures beat themselves up. I'm also okay with women who engage in self-mutilation and adolescent boys who are compelled to attempt stunts that they see on Jackass or any of Jackass's less posh knockoff imitators programs or movies. If you want to fly down a steep hill strapped to a shopping cart and your skull gets cracked in the process and you die in the search for fun, I'm more than okay with that. I'm quite happy that you engaged in this sort of fun. So smoke your crack, enjoy crystal meth, kill yourself any way you want. I will read your obituary in the newspaper and laugh along with all the other working stiffs. Life is a joke. Your death is the punchline. Amen.